Yeah, welcome back to my channel. It's Free Gems once again. Today we talking about credit. Today I'm gonna tell y'all about my story and how I got my very first 10K credit card, which basically changed my life, you feel me? So that's why I think it's so important for me to tell y'all this, because once I was able to get my first 10K credit card, within the next year, after that, within a year, I had 5 credit cards over 10K. So I'm just gonna tell y'all exactly how I got started. And just like y'all and a lot of people that watch this video, I had bad credit once before, just off being careless when I was young, cell phone bills, internet bills and stuff like that, and just, walking away from them and just forgetting to pay them. So it wasn't until I moved to Houston. Let me say this whole process took from, let's say, probably took like 6 years. But understand, I used to work for this company, and that's how I used to work for Verizon. I used to work for like the recovery department. So that's when basically once your phone goes into collection, you talking to me basically and stuff like that. So that's how I learned about all, the credit stuff. I understand that it's a game, because I understand we had to do disputes in our downtime. And I understand if we didn't, respond, they would be deleted. So that's when I started to be like, dang, it's deeper in credit, So once I moved to Houston, my big cousin, was telling me about how he got his credit repaired. And he showed me basically he had a mortgage on there, $100K mortgage. It was like $100,000. And the person was able to get it removed. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I knew it was legit after that. After I seen that shit, my friend had to tell me nothing. I got straight into business. You feel me? I got straight into it. So y'all just woke up. I'm just trying to get y'all this content. But boom, I'm like, damn. So I'm like, put me on. So he put me on. I paid like $800. $800. And it was crazy because dude was blind too. Dude was blind. That shit was crazy. Dude was blind. I wish I still had his number and stuff like that. He actually did a great job, but I basically paid him half up front. And then once I think like 2 months in or something like that, I forgot I had to send some papers and stuff like that. And after that, once it began, I paid him the other half. Boom. Ended up taking like 2 years and stuff like that to get everything kind of removed off my credit. And Equifax was the one that was really fighting me for like an AT&T bill, Comcast bill or something like that. They took the longest, but I was like, damn, my shit was back clean, so everything clean, wiped off my shit. So the first thing I did was get a loan. So I couldn't have, my credit was, I don't even know my credit score at the time. So just like when I tell people, don't ever go places without knowing your credit score, and download Experian and, pay the little premium, whatever you got to do to, see all 3 of the credit bureaus. So that's what I use. But so boom, I go into a credit union. I don't know my credit score. I tried to get a loan, or, they told me the best way to do is to do basically a secure loan. So I basically put up $500 of my own money up front. So that's how I started, $500, and I paid towards that for like a year and stuff like that. And then after that, I think that's when I got my Capital One credit card. Anyway, I ended up getting my Capital One credit card. I had a Capital One credit card, and then I ended up getting like a business Capital One credit card. Some shit ended up happening. Both of those credit cards ended up getting closed, So at this time, I had no credit cards. So boom, this is probably like 2017 now. Boom, I got no credit cards. I'm back to square zero again. I just got the little, my little loan and stuff like that I had got, the secure loan. So I got a little history. So boom, I just apply to any credit card. So I think I went to go get like a Credit One, Merrick Bank. So boom, I think I still got some of these credit cards right now. My Merrick is 700. That's one of my oldest credit cards. I'm saying still like 700, but it's my oldest credit card, so that's very important. Credit cards is all about age. So my 700 credit card is more valuable to me than my 15K credit card with Navy. So my flagship credit card. So after I went through that, like I said, I went to go apply. I would just apply for a hella credit cards. So I'm like, damn, they fucked me up because I had like a year in. I was like damn near 2 years in with my Capital One. So I was like, man, I got to start all over again. Crazy ass story happened with them, but I don't even want to talk about it. And that's why I kind of got a bad. I kind of don't like Capital One because just the customer service, how they did me, and just how they app did me. So, boom. That both my business, my what's called, got canceled. I applied for Merrick, Credit One, Merrick, and Indigo. So I think altogether, I'm talking about I had at this time I would say we got probably like a $300 balance, a $700 balance, and maybe like a $500 balance. And I got my secure credit card. So boom, after that, that's when I figured out about authorized users and how that could help me and how that could help boost my score. And I knew eventually I had to get a card too as well. So I went to my people, went to the people I knew that had good credit. My grandma, my big cousin. Asked them to get on their credit, get a couple of their credit cards. So boom. My grandma just had closed a credit card too. That was crazy. Like a year before that, that was 25 years old. I'm like, damn, grandma, why you do that? Man, we could have made some money off that. Saying that was one of the best credit cards. I'm like, damn, it was like a Sears. She canceled. I'm like, man, we could have been eating off that. I'm like, that would have did my credit so good. So boom, she gave me, I think I'm on one of my grandma credit cards. So I'm getting 3 credit cards. That was basically with good history. I'm talking about one of my credit cards, my grandma, my cousin, I forgot who got it, but 17 years, like 8 bands, 17 years of good history. So you only want to add people that have no missed payments and stuff like that. So with long history, the longer the better. So I think at this time now I have at least like 10, like 3 10-year authorized users. You feel me? So they all about 7, one 17, one probably like 12 years old. So I got some good profiles on my shit to kind of finesse, It's fun to make it look like my profile is decent and shit like that. So after I did that, that's when I got my car. I got my car, financed my car. Boom. I think I got that with like a 670. I got my what's called like 670. But at this whole time, this I'm saying I'm trying to learn about credit and stuff like that. I worked with a few companies, like United Credit Services and stuff like that, just understanding credit. And I just always want to understand credit more. I want to understand the full format. I understand that dude fixed my credit, but I didn't know exactly how he did it. I just knew that I would just send him the results. You feel me? I would just send him results. Every time I got letters back and shit would be removed, I would just send him exactly what they sent me, the results. Shit getting removed if it didn't get removed. So I'm like, damn, I want to understand it. And then I just started slowly studying everything. And then came around like 2020, I think 2020. So it ain't been that long since I had my 10K credit cards. So 2020, that's when I met Heather, one of the branch managers at the credit union. So I met her. She changed my life. She really taught me the game. I went on a lot of stuff. And then she really just taught me the game on a lot of stuff. But I came there with a pretty strong credit score at this time. So after after I got my car, my credit score was pretty strong. It was pretty strong. So, because I knew the game, how to build it. You know, I just knew I had to keep building by then. So by 2 years ago, I already knew the game, but I just knew what I really learned in the last year is really just the full credit repair, all the laws, and just how to attack every different type of account. So I just knew exactly. I know how to attack everything now, and I know if I can attack it, if I can't, what can be disputed, the inaccuracies and all that different type of things. That's what I had to understand. It's like, why do things truly get removed, and what accounts can be removed and what accounts can't. So boom, I came to the credit union with a strong credit score. Boom, I asked to get a credit card. So chopped it up with my lady Heather. She's like, oh yeah, you got approved. I'm like, what? For what? She said, oh, you want 5,000 or 10,000? I said, 5,000 or 10,000. I said, damn. I said, of course, I want that 10,000. Give me the 10,000 for the win. That's when I got my first 10,000 credit card. So it took me a while, but income does matter. Income does matter. Just know that, y'all know, you Black, you know, we ain't got to talk about it. There's ways around it, but there's ways around the finesse shit and get your credit score up there. Like I said, just like with the authorized users, you know, I work for myself. Therefore, they can't tell me how much I make, you know. At the end of the day, I know how much I make, but, you know, and my money going to a different account. But yeah, I got my 10,000 credit card. And after that, I went to another credit union, got another credit card. I think they gave me like 3,000. And then after that, I just knew I wanted to wait another year, 6 months before I applied for more credit cards and before I asked for an increase with my previous credit unions. And also understand with all credit unions, they do have a unsecured limit, meaning that with your loans, credit cards, unsecured meaning that there's no collateral behind it. So like with credit cards and loans, there's no collateral behind it compared to like a car and a mortgage. You get what I'm saying? That's collateral behind it. But so there's a limit. And so like with one of my credit unions, it's 25,000, and with one of them, it's 20,000. So let's say, okay, I'll give you an example. So one of my credit cards is 14,500, so 14,500, but the total amount that they can only give me is 20,000. So the max I can get total in this credit union is 20,000. I can only get a $20,000 credit card, or I can keep the 14 and I can get a $5,000 loan. You feel me? Or a line of credit and stuff like that. So a line of credit, I love lines of credit because it's basically like a loan, but it's just revolving and stuff like that. So it's even better. So it's like a credit card, but it's just a loan. And basically it's just cash and you can do more with it. So lines of credit, I love lines of credit. If you can get it at your credit union. So if you do live in Minnesota, where I do have a couple of my credit unions, I bank with Wings and I bank with Truestone, which used to be Firefly. Firefly was the shit. That's what really before it changed to that, that's what's really, Firefly was giving out crazy shit. You know, like you had a good credit score there. They had no problem give you 10,000 and shit like that. So that's what happened. You know, and then I put my homies on it. You know, everybody started getting on and shit like that. And then I even got a business account with them. They gave me 15,000 with my business. So before they changed to Truestone, but I also have a Navy Federal credit union. You feel me? So after a year, whatever, that's when I applied for my Chase and my Navy on the same day. Got approved for 12,700 with the Chase and 15,000 with the Navy. But I'm gonna talk about that in a different video and how I use my Chase Sapphire points to get free flights. Well, yeah, to redeem that to get free flights. I'm gonna talk about that later, but I think this was more important to tell y'all about how I got my $10,000, my first 10K credit card. And when I mean that it changed my life, I mean that now my leverage, now I understand how much money I'm bringing in. I understand how I can leverage and I can be more flexible with my spending decisions and stuff like that. So I can buy something now and pay it over time with my credit cards instead of having to finance it or whatever the case is, you know. So all different type of stuff, like, you know, like couches and stuff like that. So I went to go get a couch, so for my crib, and they basically told me I wanted to finance it. I wanted to finance it to build up my credit report even more. But they basically told me if you do cash or you buy with your credit card, then we'll give you additional 5% off. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I had my bonuses, so I had to spend a certain amount of money anyway. So I'm like, shit, fuck it. Swipe. You feel me? But yeah, it's powerful. Credit is powerful. And then you know, I even use my credit to, you know, invest. You know, that's, you know, if you understand how to take debt and turn it into income, you know, that's a powerful tool, you know, and that's what, you know, that's what you're doing anyway, you know, when you're having credit and stuff like that. You're taking, you know, this company's money or credit, whatever you're doing, and you're investing it, and they're giving you points and all this different type of stuff to use and, you know, build a relationship with them and use their credit card. But yeah, that's my shit, man. That's my gems for the day. Like I said, it took me a little minute, man. So don't understand it's not a quick process, but y'all can get there faster than me, because if y'all doing all the right steps, if y'all taking my courses, you know, I have my courses on LOB Academy. It's all underneath the description. So everything y'all need, all the do-it-yourself letters, all the dispute letters y'all need to clean your credit. If you need me to repair your credit, whatever you need, whatever, you feel me? I have it all. Everything you need to know about credit cards, all the companies that they pull in, all the bureaus, everything that you need to know. Best credit cards, pre-approvals, all the different type of shit. Literally everything you need to know about credit cards, I have it on my website. Also, consultations if you just want to have a one-on-one, whatever you need. Also, Mother's Day is coming up, so I'm gonna have a special deal for the mothers. You know, make sure y'all good. You know, I have a soft spot for mothers, you know, what y'all go through, especially single mothers. You know, make sure that y'all good, so y'all can truly help benefit. You know, y'all ain't gonna need nobody. You got your credit right, you know. You don't need nobody. You got enough, you know, finance, enough credit, enough purchasing power to do whatever you want, you know. You know, as long as you stay disciplined and you don't, you know, just make sure that you use your credit like you use your cash, you know. Don't spend more credit than you got cash, you know, and be strategic on how you use your credit, what credit cards you use for certain purchases. Be very strategic in paying it off and understanding your statement dates and everything like that. Like, you have to be strategic. Just like with your money, you have to be strategic. You have to know where your money is going. You have to be able to calculate all your bills, understand how much extra money you're going to have to be able to invest or to do whatever you want, do whatever you want to do. And understand if you need to make more money or how to make more money, you feel me? Or how to use credit to make more money and to, you know, to flip something, to buy some shoes, to flip it, whatever it is, you know, like there's so much things that you can do with credit to help make you money, or just using it normally. You can get points to, you know, get free trips, or, you know, use that cash back to pay towards your credit cards, whatever you want to do. Like, the world is yours. You can use it to, you know, buy some Jordans and Louis Vuitton, whatever you want to do. Just understanding having good credit is always going to save you money. Always. But yeah, that was just a little short version of exactly how I got my first 10K credit card. And, you know, that's what y'all need, you know, high limit credit cards. And I'm gonna help get y'all there, you know, because that's what it's all about. Them high limit credit cards, having as much relationships, business partners, all these niggas, my homies, you feel me? They all my homies. Chase, Navy, True Stone, all these people. But shout out to Firefly for giving me my first 10K credit card. That's the realest people, you feel me? That's why I say credit unions, they a lot more lenient and stuff like that. They're gonna work with you. They want to build business, and not as big as other companies. So, and their race is way better when it comes to credit cards. And when it comes to damn near anything, any type of rates, your credit union is usually gonna be way better. But there's a lot of benefits with having like Chase. They do have the best credit cards, Amex, and all these different type of Capital One, Discover. Get all of them. Build a relationship with all of them if you can over time. Just understand which ones you need to do first, like Chase. If you can get in with Navy, Amex. Capital One, cool. They give high limits, once you fuck with them and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, that's my free gems for the day. It's Jody. Make sure y'all check out the website. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. And I will be continuously dropping more and more fucking gems for y'all. So stay tuned. This is the channel that help y'all get money, help y'all get paid, help balance your life. You feel me? So this is what I'm here for. Till next time.